Hello everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day. So, for today's video, we are going to be playing more rapid, trying to get to 2400. So, don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so we have d4, knight f6, and we have an e6 line. So we are going to transpose this into a Catalan. Okay, we have an open Catalan here. Okay, c5. Okay, we are going to just castle. If we play 96, then it's just kind of a similar line. I think most people would play 96 though, because I don't think anyone kind of wants to play c takes c4, because after if we play takes here, right, after knight takes d4, then he can't really play knight d6 anymore, which then would be weird. Yep, knight c6. So here we have another game. The thing is, I could try to play a different variation. However, this has been like my go-to. This is like my repertoire. Like the first few times I played Catalan over the board, this is what I have. Um, this is what I have. So, yep. And then bishop takes, and now we're going to go knight b to d2, c3. This is all theory. But not everyone. I think my repertoire is preparation is about 15 to 20 moves deep, if I remember correctly. Of course, I haven't looked at it for a while, so not like it would matter. However, at least I know all the general ideas. So let's play. I could play knight b to knight f to d4, and then play bishop g5, right? Yeah. So knight f to d4 opens up this what's up this diagonal for the bishop. So yeah, the correct move here is bishop d7. Knight takes c4 is inaccurate. Yeah, but he plays knight takes c4 still. And now I think of course I take with the pawn. Yeah, I mean it's kind of the exact same game that we had that in the last video we had, right? And we analyzed that game, so we learned that d5 is a good idea. So we now for this game we are going to be implementing the idea, and try to play on. I was honestly kind of a few weeks ago when I was like researching about the difference between traditional and hyper modern openings. Catalan is hyper modern opening, which to me is very surprising. But I guess hyper modern openings involves like all of the yeah, it kind of involves all the Fiend Kettle openings. Okay, so here at Rook D8. I don't remember was the move that our opponent played. Um, it could have been Rook B8. So here, let's think for a little bit. Let's see if I want to go E4 and D5, implementing the ideas. Oh, wait. Wasn't it knight A5, knight D5, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's knight A5, knight D5, E4, E4, bishop B4, bishop D2. Oh, no, bishop. No, no, no. It wasn't that. So knight A5 first. That's fine. Knight A5. You can't go rook B8 because of bishop F4. So knight A5, knight D5 is pretty much force. If E4, right? Knight, I don't know, not this. Knight D5. If E4, bishop B4. Bishop D2 runs to knight C3. So that's not what I like. That's not what I would want. So knight A5, knight D5, E4. E4, knight C3, rook D3. Nothing scary about that. Knight 5. Bishop B4 is the move that I want to like kind of watch out for. And bishop D2, knight C3. It's oh yeah, bishop C2, knight. Wait, no, wait. Why doesn't it work this time? Wait, that's weird. Why does it work here? Knight A5, knight D5. Wait, was I going for bishop D2 instead? Was I going for bishop D2 and then E4? That probably is what I was going for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so knight A5 is, but knight D5, I go bishop D2. And then E4. I don't go E4 first because bishop B4. I think what might have happened in the game is rook D7, E4, bishop B4, bishop D2 in this. Because I don't remember my opponent playing knight D5 at all. So, okay, he's playing knight D5. So we are going to be playing bishop D2. And keep in mind, he can't play B6 here, but playing B6 kind of give us the high chance to win because now we can play knight C6, and we were going to get the bishop pair. So okay, yeah, bishop D7 is the only move that kind of allows equality, like complete equality for black. Any because after knight takes E4 is there are not that many options for black. So knight takes E4 is just giving white like allows white first of all allows white to fix the weakening pawn, right? So it goes to D4 now, and it's in the center that is being supported. two, two, the it's still it now like creates a problem for black because now the bishop is now even more passive as it cannot move at all. So and now e4 is coming next. Um, actually, do I go e4 right away? No, I go rook ab1 first. And then e4. I mean, realistically, I don't know what would happen if black doesn't trade the dollar square bishop because then I think even then like d5 is a good idea. But basically, that's the whole point of having a pass pawn, right? Because if you play e4 d5, now you create a pass pawn for yourself, and a pass pawn that is protected by a fiend kettle bishop is no joke. The thing with this position for black in this Catalan endgame is that it's very hard to play. Like black can equalize this, but black has to play super precisely because the only way that black can kind of draw this game, I don't think black had chances to win if I play accurately. Is potentially like sacrificing a pawn to regain the initiative because if black gets initiative, then more things can happen. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, now our opponent is now trying really hard to figure out like what kind of move. Okay, it's playing f5, which is fine. Um, it is kind of okay, but now we can play. We can play rook b1, right? So rook b1, and the only way to defend is rook d7. And I think here it says that e4 still is really good. Um, because what it does is, I don't know. What it does is completely because rook d7 completely crumbles the entire position, the entire black's position. Um, of course, there's one problem being that the d4 pawn, but I don't know if it's justifiable to sacrifice. Uh, but I think we are going to make a rook b1 here, right? Also, the rook on a1 is not happy because it doesn't do anything. So now the rook does the job. This rook does have a job of being the supporter of the b4 square. And the bishop is protecting the knight and also protecting c3 and b4. Everything is doing its job. While black pieces, well, the bishop and the rook is kind of not in the game right now. And if it plays rook d7, then it's even worse. So now the question is, do I sacrifice a d4 pawn to go for something that is potentially winning? And although I don't know it on top of my head at all. Okay, rook d7. So now here's a problem with e4, right? E4 takes 6, then knight f6. And what knight f6 does, and knight f6 is a double attack. Of course I could take this, and then I guess I can go this route. Because actually this is hanging, so I'm just up a clean pawn. Or e4 takes. But again, well, black doesn't have to play knight f6. This, I mean, takes 6, rook b8, and now it's looking a little bit awkward. b8, knight a5, rook b2. This is where the scenario. This is a scenario where I kind of don't like. You know, it's like black gets a sack a pawn and regain the initiative. Of course, I'll be up a pawn, but is that enough to justify? Well, e4 takes. So I think there's a game I try to go in the game. In the game in my last video, if I remember correctly, I went for bishop h3, trying to go for e4, but g6 just protects it, and it actually doesn't like bishop h3 at all. It just likes going for e4, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, look at black's pieces. It's so bad. Like, but is there a way I can like keep the tension? E4 is kind of begging to make here. Okay, I'm on 4. You know, and if somehow this game kind of turns into a draw, then it's kind of my fault. I don't think that I will be losing this game at all. Like, in fact, like white is the only one that have winning chances here. As long as I don't play like super inaccurate, then I'll be fine. There were some hidden tactics I was trying to calculate, but after all the lines, I saw that I could protect everything. So, or at least like blacks will have to keep sacrificing some pawns in order to regain material. Okay, let's see if black plays knight f6. Now the problem being, now and there's another problem being that the e6 pawn is super weak, very weak. Of course we don't take on d5 because that will be kind of that just kind of ruins our whole advantage of having the bishop, the light square bishop, like having the best bishop compared to their worst bishop of all time. Okay, bishop f6. Bishop to f6. Okay, now here comes kind of a problem, right? So I have to protect c3 still, so I can't go to e3. However, I can't go knight b3, but knight b3 runs into b6. Do I go bishop e1 here? Very passive. Looks like a very passive move, but kind of a move that works. Let's go bishop e1, protecting it. Because the thing is, bishop f6 blocks the way for the knight to go back. So now my bishop is sitting strong. It's going to sit strong on e4. The bishop is doing a very critical job of protecting c3 here. Because I was thinking of knight b3, but then just knight looks super silly. I want black to play knight b6 so I can play something like knight c6 or knight c4 and then knight e5, moving the knight back into e5 and gaining a very important. Okay, and then I don't think it matters too much, but okay, let's just play knight c4. It's still better not to allow tempos, correct? I mean, actually here I can actually here I might be able to play f4 as well. That is an option. Okay, bishop to a6. That was not a move I was expecting at all. So then let's play knight e5. Let's play knight e5. Probably will take. Also, we are now finally up on time, so we can use the time pressure on. Now use the time pressure on black. Okay. Okay, we can't. Okay, funny enough, we can't play knight c3 because he can't play knight c3 here. So the question is, do I want to just completely avoid it? The answer is kind of a yes here. Completely avoid it. And not allowing any tactics because rook bc1 knight c3 actually works somewhat. Yeah. Yeah, because it allows knight e2 check. Okay, so bishop b7. Then, Okay, our bishop is currently not doing too much, right? So let's move back to g2. And then I kind of want the bishop to stay to be on h3. I don't want to play f4 yet because e5 is currently not in danger. Um. Okay, king f7. We can't play a4 here, so let's play a4. A4 they respond. They can't. Well, black can't really respond with a5. And now we're just gonna play a5 because we have a bishop here. Also allows us to reactivate the bishop. I mean, sure, a5 if takes. It is kind of odd. Okay, so it's trying to just trade the bishop, which I think is fine. The bishop has done its job, so okay. So let's let's capture. Okay. Now what we can actually do is just blockade this off with rook b5. And then we're gonna eventually try to play to reactivate this. Okay. Knight d5. Let's play f4. Now we're gonna reactivate a bishop here, and now we're going to just try to attack. Knight c7. Let's play rook to b3. b5. Sway bishop to b4. Now we're gonna activate a different way since black managed to figure it out. Bishop to d6. Now we should be able to get the pawn. I think it's a draw now because I somehow kind of screw it up in the middle game. Oh wait. Oh, it's not free. Oh my god, it was not free. What am I doing? Oh, it was not free at all. What the heck? It was not free. Oh, I was still winning. Come on, man. Oh, I screwed this up now. Okay, now I'm just down a piece. Because this is now this 5-second increment, so I will definitely lose. I don't think I can win this. So rook d6. Yeah, I don't really have anything going on here. I mean, I don't try. What am I doing, right? Hmm. Hmm. Could maybe if I could take all the pawns, then it'll be a draw. But otherwise, hard to say. Oh, great! Oh my god. Well, actually, no, it doesn't work. King c3 is just winning anyways. No, I can't even play that. Yeah, now, okay, now I'm just completely losing. Prompts our opponent for playing accurately here. Oh yeah, now my king is cut off. Great. Yeah, now my king is cut off. What do I even make a? How do I even make a move in this position, bro? I don't. I don't know. Where do I even make a move? I mean, this is. I know this is completely losing, so of course it's not like I have a say on it, but. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, it's gonna be a long way. Where did I screwed up? Ugh. I don't know. Hmm. Oh, e4 is bad here. Oh, oof. Okay, so it wants to. Okay, so it wants to keep the e pawn so that the d4 is protected. So it wants a4. So that bishop f6. Now you play e3, and here b6, knight c6, rook d7. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, rook ab1, of course, is not actually bad at all. But yeah, now knight e4, bishop f6, e3. Again, e3, b6, rook dc1, bishop b7. A4, and the game goes on. Okay, and I have the initiative. I mean, is he cheating? I mean, honestly, well, judging from what happened in the end game, like if I cross a move time, it's fairly consistent. I don't know. Maybe, but I still always kind of screw it up there for kind of no reason. E4 kind of is just equal, and now here from here I'm kind of just worse. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what to like conclude for this. But I think overall, this is still good knowledge for me because now I know that like okay, get to an end game where white has initiative does not equally means that it's winning, and I know that I'm better here, but playing too aggressive not good. Okay, I think I will wrap it up here. I think this is a very instructional end game that I need to learn more. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.